All right, all right. Hello to all my students. How are you? If anybody is on here, we are going through numbers 11. Ooh, numbers 11 through 21. We are completing pages 21 to 22. I started on page 21 last night. Now I'm going to page 22. Hey, Taylor, your mom know you on here? Hope you got your math book out, your math sheet. Have your math sheet out so we can go over numbers 11 through 22. Hi, Talia. How are you? Does your mom know you're on here? Somebody. So we are going over. Do you have your math worksheet out? Okay, get your math sheet out so we can go over the homework. So I'm on number 11. Write each place to use when comparing the numbers. Okay, we went over some of this in class today. Okay, you ready? Okay. So we went over, you remember we went over some of this in class today. Number 11 says 899,451 and 756,451. So the question is, where do we start comparing the numbers? Where do we compare the numbers at in number 11 to know if just we're just comparing this part, we're just comparing the numbers to see which number is bigger, but we don't have to tell if it's greater than, less than, or equal than. So the first number, of course, because in the top one it's an 8 and the bottom one it's a 7. So we're going to start comparing at the hundred thousands. I'm going to type it in. At the hundred thousands place. So that's the, yep. So like the number is bigger. Yep. With that problem, it just happens to be the first number. So it's in the 100,000. Now, number 12 says 28,119. And also it says 28,124. So the twos are the same. The eights are the same. The ones are the same. So now go to the next number. On the top one is one and the bottom one is two. So which number is bigger? The bottom number is bigger. So we comparing in the tens place. In number 12, it's the tens. Okay. So number 13, 94,283 or 96,281. So the first two numbers in the 10,000s place, they're both 9. So there's nothing you can do with that. So you go to the next number, it's a 4 and it's a 6. Yes, 12 is tens, correct. Yep, 12 is tens. So number 13 is either the 4 or the 6. Well, we're comparing numbers. Which one is bigger? Of course, it's the 6, but we're comparing in the thousands place. So number 13 is thousands. So number 13 is thousands. So it's the 4. Yes, we're comparing, and that's at the thousands place. So you don't write down 4, you write down thousands. Yeah, you write down thousands. So number 14, 1,983 and 1,982. In the thousands place, it's a 1. So we're not comparing those. Well, they're the same. The next one is a 9. Those two are the same. Next one is an 8. Those two are the same, and that's in the tens place. We got the thousands, the hundreds, the tens. So the two that we're going to compare is the 3 and the 2. And we know the 3 is bigger, so we're comparing in the ones. So this one is the ones. So number 15, 490,165 390,264. So we already know that we're going to be comparing at the 100,000th place. And the 100,000th place is the 4 and there's a 3. So we're comparing at the 100,000th place for this one. You get that, Talia? The 100,000th place for that one. So now we're going on to number 16. Just in case anybody else comes on, are on number 16 on page 22. Can you show me the book that working on so I know? Okay, hold on. Well, you should have tore the page out. This one right here. This page right here, number 21. And this is what the front of the book looks like. But you shouldn't have the book. You should only have the page. Because I told you to tear the pages out. Okay? So now we're on page 22, which is the back page. Okay, you got that. Okay. So now we're going to this page. Okay? Using greater than, less than to write a comparison between two of the city population shown in the table. So it says, so I guess it doesn't matter which two you use. It says Houseburg, 129,616. Devonsville, 128,741. Mandel Village, 129,778. So you have to tell, for instance, we're going to use the larger number, Mandel Village. So write down Mandel Village, or you can just write down 128,778. Thank you. So you're going to write down 129,778 compared to 128. And your next number you're going to write down is 128. So that's the two numbers that you're going to compare. So we know what eats up, as they say, the alligator. The alligator eats up the bigger numbers. So your sign should be pointing. This is what yours should look like. I hope it doesn't turn backwards on here. I'm not for sure. But the alligator should be eating up the bigger number. The alligator mouth eats up the bigger number. Okay. So we're going on to number 17. A number written in expanded form is written as the sum of each what? So if we write 39,005 in expanded form, so you have to write it in expanded form. That's the first thing you have to do. And then you have to fill in the blank. It says a number written in expanded form is written as the sum of each place value. Type that in. Each place value. So it's each place value. So now we have to do the expanded form. And Talia, you should know how to do expanded form. So since it's 30,000, 39,005. So we know we break each number up. So that's 3,000 plus 9,000, 3,000 plus, plus 9,000 plus 5. So I am on number 17. So for number 17, you're going to write well, a number written in expanded form is written as the sum of each place value. So write 39,005 in expanded form. And I already wrote the answers. Place value and 30,000 plus 9,000 plus 5. Okay? Number 18. According to the 2010 census, the state with the fewest people is Wyoming, with a population of 563,626. Write the number that is 10,000 greater than 563,626. So all you have to do is write down that number, 563,626. And they want you to write down 10,000. What is 10,000 more? So we're going to add the plus sign and make sure your numbers are lined up. And then you have to figure out this answer. So what is 563,620? 626 plus 10,000. And that'll be your answer. I'm not even give y'all this answer. You got to figure out this answer on your own. I hope you get it correct. Okay? I'm not going to give you that answer. I can't give you all the answers. So, higher order thinking. Cecilia writes the addition problems shown. She says she can tell which sum will be greater without adding. How does Cecilia know? Okay, so how can she add two numbers without adding? Um, without adding the numbers. How can she do that? Okay, if two problems have one adding it, that is the same. Like, I'm gonna use it for instance. If two numbers are let me use a so this number here, 80,000 and I don't know if you can see that. 80,000 and 81,000. Okay. If the two problems have one adding that is the same, like the first two are the same, that's the 8. The problem will be with the greater second number. All the adding is talking about numbers, and that's just one. This one will be greater. We know oh, excuse me. We know which one is greater. So 81,000 is greater. Tell your sister, who, your little sister in first grade. Tell your sister, wait, we almost finished. Tell her you almost finished with your homework. Yeah, tell her Miss Hardy said, wait a minute. Tell her let you finish your homework. You got like 3 more problems to do. So number 20, find the sums. Write a comparison using greater than, less than, or equal. So the first one is 8,521 compared to 8,676. So we already know these numbers here. We already know which. Hi, Eric. How are you? We almost finished with the homework. We are on number 20. We're on number 20. Let me fold this down so you can see it. So write a comparison using. We're on number 20. These are the two uh-oh. These are the two numbers, these two numbers right here. 8,521 compared to 8,676. Well, we know the two eights, okay? We know the two eights are the same, so we can cross that out. We're not going to compare them. Now we're going to compare the 5 and the 6. We already know that the 6 is bigger than 5. So your sign will say 8,000. Let me turn it this way, 8,521 is less than 8,676. So that's will be this problem right here, the one I just did. So 8,521 is less than 8,676. Okay. So now this one is, I don't know how I'm going to do this one. I should have, well, I guess I can write in the book. Draw a line to show the place value you would use to compare the numbers. So it's asking you what place. Let me turn to the page in the student's book, number 22. So it said draw a line to show the place value you would use to compare. Okay, Eric, you got your book out, or did you finish your homework already? So we are working on this part right here. Okay, this is the part that we're working on. It says draw a line like so. 334, 81,324. Either you can line them up like this. This number up here. You can line them up like that and say, okay, so the 8s are the same, so we're not comparing those. The 1s are the same, so we're not comparing those. The 3s are the same, so we're not comparing those. So now we have a 3 and a 2. So we have a 3 and a 2 that's different. So which one? So you're going to draw the arrow down to the 10s. So we'll draw an arrow like so to the 10s. So draw the arrow down to the 10s. Okay? So now the next one, 178,268 compared to 198,268. So the first two are the ones that we can going to compare the next number, which is 7. So it's a 7 and it's a 9. So we are going to compare what? What are we going to compare? Eric or Talil, tell me which ones are we going to compare? Um, Can somebody, is Eric or Talil on here? Who's on here? We're on number 21. Um, Talil, you did, I'm going back up. Okay, Talil. Eric, are you? Okay, Eric, you have to leave too. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish. I'm gonna just go ahead and finish. So, like I said, so in this, the next one, we're comparing the 7 and the 9. So that's the 10,000s. All right, see y'all tomorrow. So here we comparing the 7 and the 9. So that's the 10,000. So we draw an arrow down to the 10,000 place. The next one is 9,275 compared to 9,526. We see the nines are the same. Then we come to the two and the five, and we see that they're different. So that's in what place? That is in the hundreds place. So that's in the hundreds place. Okay? Last but not least, and 622,387. We just see the 10,000s are the same. The not the 10, the 100,000s are the same. The 10,000s are the same. But what about the thousands? There's a zero and a two. So that one is 8,000. So this is what your paper should look like down here at this part. Okay. So that's it for homework this week. I went over 21 and 22. Thank you everyone for getting on for Tilia. We're gonna go over this. You wrote 10 plus 626 plus 653. No, that's not what I was talking about. So I'll show you if you don't have it correct on your test, I'll have to look at it. I mean, not your test, on your quiz tomorrow. So, all right, everyone, thanks for looking, and I hope you have a great and awesome day. Don't forget to pick up a book, read a book. Please, please, ma'am, please, sir, parents of you are on. I'm just trying to help students with their homework to make sure they get their homework done. I don't want them to have to spend a whole bunch of time trying to figure out how to do this. And whatever we go over in class, that's what we go over for homework. So I went over 1 through 11 on yesterday, and I did 11 again today, I believe, 11 through 21. So if you want to go back and look at the video from yesterday, you can see to make sure your student has their homework correct. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for subscribing to my page, liking some of my pictures. I really thank you. All right. God bless, and see you all guys tomorrow.